but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
For Arizona,
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of...
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
brings up 3rd.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. First carry for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill, and it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First carry for Kenyon Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's That sets up a 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Running, it's Drake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Murray now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down, or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Murray's pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Able to find Isabella. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now he'll pull it in, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and this is recovered by the Cardinals. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
On the handoff.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Arnold.
Complete.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Arnold. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. All day, Mike 50.
To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the curve, 54, check,
A final shot before half for Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this one complete to Gafford. And he's got this down to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 21. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Get in the white room. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Murray now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's caught. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
47-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On second down at 4, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down, Tennessee.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
We play to win. Let